What's good, y'all? What's good, everybody? We'll be live in a few. Just give us a few moments, just getting some technical difficulties out the way. My boy, we live?
We live. You can hear me?
Yeah, you good. You good. Can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me? No.
Yeah, you good. All right, where we here?
Oh, no. Yeah, no echo, no nothing.
No, we good.
Bet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's shaking, brother?
Mike said he heard. He said he heard you when you got
Yeah,
on.
we good. Yeah,
Well,
we good.
Marlins won, so they back in the wild card. Hey, that's a fire
Man,
fitted.
we are not starting with the
Hey,
Marlins.
what that is?
We are not starting with the Marlins, brother.
Well, they better than the Yankees. I'll tell you that much. They better than the Yankees right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, though. But what's good? What's good? We just waiting on one more member to join, and then we out here. You feel me?
Let me see. Ah, damn it. Hold up.
Yes, sir. Ski.
I got a delay now?
Nah, you straight now. Whatever you did, you Gucci.
Yep. All right, so I know the setting. I gotta leave it on.
Yes, sir. Just stay with that one. My man, appreciate you though. Yeah, I forgot where I got that. I think this is a hat club. I think this is a hat club, but I could.
That big clean.
Yeah, man.
Last fitted I copped was that blue rays one. Oh, Big Mike in the building.
My boy.
Before what's up?
Hey,
what's up with it?
I've been here. What's happening?
Big Mike in the building.
Yes, sir.
Y'all ain't seen me when I first got in here?
No, I had to add you to the stage, but we good.
Ah, okay. So you had me down there. Okay, I was waiting. I was
not in the gulag. My fault.
Big Mike in the building. What's happening, bro?
Yes, sir. Ski.
Hey, I miss you on the podcast, bro. Work been beating your ass, huh?
Bro.
Every time I can tell by the scruff. The scruff gives it all.
You hear me?
That's a hard-working man right there. Look at the scruff.
Hey, that's why I got a hat on too, low key.
hey, you feel me? You feel me?
I'm letting the cranium shine today.
I see.
I thought you were going to say you letting the curls go. I was going to say, hey. What curls, bro?
Man, y'all know what it is, man. Shoot, let's get it cracking. Y'all ready?
Let's kick
I'm ready, bro. Let's
it's off, bro. We got a lot to talk about.
Live from my mouth.
Yes, sir. Live from my mouth and live from the YouTube to your ears. It's another episode of Guessing from the Stands. It's your boy Earl 91.
It's your boy Big Mike in here. What's happening, people?
It's the Dominican Don Dada Christian, mi gente, que lo que estamos aquí, estamos activos. Vamos a comenzar esta vaina porque estamos en YouTube, tenemos cámara, tenemos micrófono, de todo.
Yeah. Throw them up with them. Throw them up.
We out here.
Throw them up, baby. Yes, sirski. Man, what a week. First of all, how y'all fellas doing, man? How y'all doing?
Cooling. Kind of want college football to come back again because we had some crazy back-to-back weeks.
Facts. I mean, as far as the schedule was weak this past week, man. But as far as the games go, very competitive, man. You know, we saw some closer games that weren't expected. You know, we saw some 25, some 30, some 40-point spreads that didn't cover. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, it was like you said, man. It was an interesting week of football, college football especially. Just ready for that to get back popping, man.
Yeah, I think this weekend gonna be a good weekend.
Oh, man.
Oh, this might be weekend of the year, low key. The way the schedule looking like.
High key.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that, man. So
did Bama lose this past weekend? I mean, I was out for a couple days. So
no, they didn't.
They played South Florida, but they only put up 17 points.
That game was very telling. Yeah, that game was very telling. Very telling. But let's get into it, man.
Yeah, let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it. Y'all know what we do every week. Let's go down with the scores first real quick. We're going to, of course, read down the top 25 scores. And then, you know, we're going to get into the Bama game is definitely one I want to talk about. I want to talk about Florida State and Boston College coming down to a nail biter. And then shoot, we just got a few more things. And of course, we got to talk about that. My fault. We got to talk about Colorado versus Colorado State. That was the heavyweight fight of the week.
Bro, man, I can't wait to talk about that, man.
Man, hey, all I can tell y'all is welcome to the Pac-12, baby. Yes, sirski.
Never thought
hey, look, man. Look, I can't help it, bro. I can't help it. All right, so let's get to it. The top 25 scores, bro. Now, if I'm reading this score off pretty much, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? You were a ranked opponent at one point, ranked in the top 25. Y'all know what we do every week, so let's get to it. First of all, Miami beat Bethune-Cookman 48-7. Georgia beat South Carolina 24-14. There's something else I want to talk about with Georgia later on too, for sure. Michigan beat Bowling Green 31-6. Florida State had a nail biter with Boston College that ended 31-29. Florida State on top. They're now started ACC play at 1-0. Texas did what Texas has been doing all year, rolling on them. Wyoming 31-10. Ohio State, that offense finally looked like it was clicking against Western Kentucky 63-10. Penn State came in against Illinois and beat them 30-13. Quiet team this year. They just been doing their job, keeping their head down, doing what they got to do. Washington in the first game without Mel Tucker, and we'll get into the Mel Tucker thing in a minute as well. With now him being the former head coach of Michigan State, this is the first game without him. They beat Washington beat Michigan State 41-7 in a decisive win. Again, the Pac-12 ain't no sleeper this year, man. It's a really tough conference. Alabama, as we were just alluding to, beat South Florida 17-3 after a rain delay. But even despite that, still, there's a couple of things we need to talk about there. Florida with the upset of the year so far, upset of the year, beating Tennessee decisively by 13 in a 29-16 win. Utah beat Weber State 31-7. Oregon routed Hawaii 55-10. LSU. Look, if I can say any team that looked the most dominant in college football this weekend, it was LSU. I think that without a shadow of a doubt, just this weekend, they probably had the performance of the weekend, going in and beating Mississippi State. Missouri had a nail biter against Kansas State and got the upset, 30-27. That was a really good game. We definitely need to come about that. Missouri is now undefeated at 3-0, but somehow still not ranked after beating a top-ranked Kansas State. Well, we'll see if the rankings win as is. Oregon State beat San Diego State 26-9. Ole Miss routed Georgia Tech 48-23. Colorado in a shootout. Not much defense, but a lot of penalties and a lot of, well, we'll get to it later. 43-35 had a decisive win after 2 overtimes. Or was it 1 overtime? No. Yeah, it's 2 overtimes. Double overtime. Oklahoma looking very impressive, still being ranked outside of the top 15. Routed Tulsa 66-17. North Carolina stays undefeated, beating Minnesota 31-13. And man, it's crazy because a few years ago we thought Minnesota really had promise. They were building that program very decisively, and it's like the pandemic hit, and they never quite got rolling again. Washington State, yeah, it is. Washington State 64-21 over Northern Colorado. Nothing really see there. UCLA doing what they're supposed to do. Routing North Carolina Central 59-7. And then closing out the top 25 is Iowa beating Western Michigan 41-10. All right, Mike, you're on the board first. Just for things that we just need to discuss. Hell of a game, man. And, Boston College, for all intents and purposes, always plays Florida State tough. It's never really a routing. But specifically this year, I'm seeing, and I'm sure you can allude to this way more, but I'm personally seeing, Florida State seems to be playing down to their competition in that game, bro. I just got to be honest. They didn't look nearly as dominant or competent on the offensive side of the ball as they did against LSU. And they're obviously playing as they did well against who did y'all play last week?
I got you. FSU?
Yeah, FSU.
I got you right.
Yeah, it was a round. It didn't matter.
Southern Miss.
That's it. Yeah, Southern Miss. But that didn't look like the Florida State team that played LSU a couple weeks ago. So Mike, while we're here, let's talk about your Noles, man, being ranked number 3 in the in the country right now, and deservedly so. Oh, well, going into 3 last weekend, we still talking about last week's rankings, but yes. Let's just talk about Florida State real quick.
Yeah. I mean, Boston College, of course, they're gonna get everybody gonna give us their best shot, man. Once you have a program, that has one of those high reputations, of Florida State. Granted, however we're doing right now, but Florida State, the Miami, the Gators, Bama, Ohio State, any team that plays them gonna give them their best shot. You know what I'm saying? Granted, there is a bug going on at Florida State right now, so about 80. Oh man, here he go.
Yes, sir.
Granted, there is a bug going on at Florida State, you know, so like 80% of the team was infected, or sick or whatnot. I mean, but that's no excuse though, you know what I'm saying? Boston College, they came and they did their thing, bro. They played, their quarterback played his ass off.
Mhm.
And like you said, bro, we just played down to the competition. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of that was letting the chatter get to him as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coming from what a program has been in the last 4 or 5 years, and then you get on this hiatus with NIL and whatnot, and just smelling the roses before the roses even bloom. That's part of
Right.
the reason that they played down to the competition. But at the end of the day, they got it done. On to a big game this week.
You think that with all the outside noise going, like them talking how good you guys been from where the program was a couple years back, you think it's gonna bite you guys in the long run, going down towards like when it starts getting towards like New Year's and shit?
No, bro, not even, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, the game is the game. You know what I'm saying? The down and distance doesn't change. How much time is on the clock doesn't change. Only thing that changes is your opponent and what you scheme up. You know what I'm saying? So I think the only thing that can stop Florida State or hinder Florida State is Florida State. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll be favored in every game for the rest of the year, and um, I mean, I think that they're the superior team, granted, given the schedule that they play. So, um, I think if they just keep their head on straight and just take it one game at a time, go and just plan to go 1-0 every week, they'll be fine.
Okay. For sure. Now, just looking into it for the rest, I want to pull up their schedule real quick. Obviously, you got a big game this week playing Clemson.
Yeah.
But looking into the rest of the schedule, let me see here real quick. Florida State schedule. Yes, sir. So after Clemson, it's you got y'all pretty much opened up ACC play last week and are playing straight all the way till North Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And of course you close out with Florida. Realistically, right. in this stretch, the only real team I could say that poses any kind of threat to y'all would be Duke and Miami. Other than that, you pretty much should. And taking the rivalry and stuff aside,
so you got to throw Florida in there as well.
And yeah, going further down. I'm talking just strictly ACC play right now.
Oh yeah,
what's
part of this stretch?
Yeah, what could stop y'all from making that route to the ACC championship as you have now? I mean, we got a pretty good sample size with 3 games of who this team is.
Yeah, again, bro, I just think smelling the roses too soon. You know what I'm saying? Nobody at the program has witnessed this much success, especially with the team, like I said, being ranked in the top 5. Granted,
right.
When they got into campus or whatnot, they were under Taggart's regime. You know what I'm saying? So that was the team that ultimately broke FSU's streak of consecutive bowl games. So you go from a 5-win season to a 6-win season to, I believe, like a 3-win season. So now you're top. You know what I'm saying? Last year, I think what was a 10-win season last year, and now you're in the talks for a national championship. So I really think the only thing that's in front of Florida State that can stop them are themselves. Granted, games are gonna like anybody can get. It's college football. It's not like the NFL where
right.
You have a good team, you have a sorry team. 99% of the time, the good team's gonna win. But this is college football, bro, where anything can happen. We see upsets every week in college football, so anything can happen, bro. But like I said, as long as they keep their head on straight and the objective remains to go 1-0 that week, I think they'll come out flawless.
I think so too.
Now, remember the preseason, I did say, if we were to lose a game, it'll be either to Clemson or to LSU.
Right.
I changed my mind, nigga. We going through this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clemson gonna get that work this week, man.
We're gonna see Miami pull up. Shit. College football bike with both of them being ranked.
Yeah, man.
Hey, the big 3 ranked.
Right, I'm about to say, the big, we're gonna get to it, but yes, the big 3 are ranked. That is a fact. That is a Fendi fact. You know, so let's get down to the next game that I kind of had on the docket real quick, just for conversation's sake. We ain't got to spend too much time on it. Georgia coming in, opening up play with the SEC. They opened up with South Carolina, and I'm not going to hold you. I thought that, you know, for all intents and purposes, you hear me okay?
Yeah,
You're frozen.
Oh, okay, cool. All right,
yeah,
I thought. Okay, all right, we
There
good.
you
I
go.
thought for all intents and purposes that Florida would have been, I thought for all intents and purposes that South Carolina, I should say. No, I'm saying South Carolina would have put up a better fight, but I kind of got to call the same thing on Florida State as I do, or on Georgia as I did Florida State. It looked like Georgia kind of played down to their competition a little bit. Like
I wouldn't
just
say
because.
that. Go ahead.
Okay, no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say because I feel like the past few years, South Carolina's that one team that's always given Georgia problems in the first half of the game, regardless. The past couple of years, if you see it, and then after that, Georgia just steamrolling the rest of the season. That's from what I've seen. From what I've seen from the past couple seasons. I don't know why, but for some reason, South Carolina's always giving them. They always had neck and neck at like the first half, first quarter, and then somehow Georgia just finds a way to pull it out.
Yeah, I mean, here's why I say that. Well, go ahead, Mike. Yeah, go right ahead.
I would say that I think the first drive of the game, South Carolina went down and scored relatively easy, but they on that same drive, the guy that scored, I think he was a star receiver. I think what's his name? I think Leggett, I believe. But yep. he broke his foot or broke his ankle on his touchdown catch, and I think from there, bro, they offense just stalled for the rest of the game. Granted, Georgia made adjustments and whatnot, shut them out in the second half, but
right. Now, I mean, they did make adjustments, but I think what's been scary about this Georgia team is obviously we've been talking years about their historical defense. Because, I mean, at this point, you win 2 national championships back-to-back, fighting for a third. I don't think that it's too early to say that this team is an all-time defense, just given what they've done in the last 2 years. You know, anyone that goes back-to-back, you got to consider them for all time. You only got a 4-year window in college, so I don't want to discredit them at all. That being said, though, I do think that it is time to really have a conversation about what this team looks like. And I never thought that I would say this, but the post Stetson Bennett era, like offensively, they don't seem to be airing out. And they never were a quite 60 some odd point win team. But Stetson Bennett, as much as we may have clowned him at time, and not clown, may have dismissed him as a pro ready quarterback. The reality of it is Stetson Bennett, after that rock, like he was fighting for a Heisman last year. Like let's just call it what it is. Is he a franchise building quarterback? No, but for college, he was fighting for a Heisman last year. And I think that just like we're seeing in Alabama, they're keeping it together, obviously, on the defensive side, but they're having a little bit hard of a time establishing who they are offensively. And I'm afraid with this schedule coming up that somebody could punch them in the mouth. Maybe a team that just got that win like Florida. Are we overreacting with the Florida win? I don't know, but it's possible. But just there's something about this year that doesn't feel as dominant as years prior with the Georgia Bulldogs. But it is still early. They just opened up conference play, obviously. So, you know.
The week-ass schedule, they can coast all week anyway. I mean, all year anyway.
Honestly.
They play Bama this year or not?
No, that's next year they pick up Bama. Next year, it's going to be like the ACC where it's chopping down the division and it's just top 2. So we'll see how it goes. I think
they're gonna have are they gonna do the mandatory games as well, where they have the 4 mandatory every year?
Yes, yeah, that's still in effect. Okay. So that's still in effect. Where they had things like last year they established where you have the 4 games that you have to play year by year. And I think that's what took precedence of the divisions. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and that's fine. We'll see.
Their schedule is ass. Like, but they have essentially have bye weeks all week, bro. I mean, all year.
They do.
Granted, I mean, shit could, they play Auburn. Auburn looking okay, I guess.
I guess
They really ain't playing nobody for real. I think the biggest team they played was probably UMass.
Mm-hmm.
But they also play Kentucky. I think Kentucky may be a decent. You know what I'm saying? But Kentucky may look a little different without Will Levis, so he's gone.
Very different.
Then after that, they play Vanderbilt. They can play their third string and beat Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt just lost to, I believe, like a FCS school.
FCS school, yeah.
Then they play Florida,
Right.
October 28th. I think so. That's a game that Florida gonna get up for. You know what I'm saying? It's a neutral site game every year. Florida gonna get up for that game. But I think that's gonna be Georgia's biggest test. After that they play Missouri, who looks decent this year, but they're gonna smack Missouri. Then they go to Ole Miss. Okay, I give them Ole Miss. I think by the time they get down to Tennessee, the jury's gonna be out on Tennessee.
Correct. Yeah. And it depends on how Tennessee bounces back from every other, because if they lose to Florida and Florida goes on to have an impressive record where maybe Georgia's their only loss outside of Utah, then it's a great loss for Tennessee. If not, then we have bigger issues. Like I said, the jury's out. I got to see how Tennessee responds to this loss. They responded to the loss well last year, so we'll see. But I am with you. But yeah, let's just move on a little bit past. I mean, in the national championship, so we do got to talk about them. Ohio State again kind of looked like they were back in the form. Bama, look, yeah, the defense is biting. The defense is biting.
It's always biting though.
Yeah. The defense, is biting.
But
It's offensive.
17 points against USF, like, bruh. Come on now.
Was Bryce Young a junior last year or a senior?
Bryce was a junior.
He's a junior.
Okay. I don't want to make this hot take city, but I'm going to just keep it.
This gets from the stands. We making a hot take city.
I think for both situations, both for Bryce and for Alabama, it probably was best for Bryce to stay another year.
Elaborate.
I hear you, but when you go, what Bryce went overall?
2.
He went number 2.
No, I thought. Wait, Bryce.
No, he went.
No, he went 1. He went 1.
He went 1.
Bryce went 1. He went 1 to Carolina.
Stroud went 2.
No, wait.
I always get them mixed up.
Didn't Houston have back-to-back ones, right?
No. Remember, Carolina, the Bears had a number 1 pick and they traded them for DJ Moore and all them. So Carolina went 1.
I thought Houston went back-to-back.
Nah.
With number 1 and number 2, or there's number 2 and number 3.
They went back-to-back years, number 2 and number 3.
Nah, bro, because remember, I think there's 2 Bama's players got selected, number 1 and number 2, I believe. Because remember they traded and drafted Will the DN.
Mm-hmm. Will McDonald, not McDonald.
No,
I was going to say Will Levis.
No, it's not Will Smith. The DN.
No, I'm sorry, Bryce. Yeah, Bryce Young did go number 1.
Yeah, Bryce Young went 1. And then
but he went to the Panthers. And then CJ Stroud went number 2 to Houston. And Will Anderson went number 3. They had 2 and 3.
Okay. So they went 2 and 3, not 1 and 2. Gotcha.
Right.
But I mean, it's hard to say that he should have came back, bro, because look what the nigga got drafted, bro. You feel me? If somebody tell me, bro, if you get drafted 1 or 2, bro, ain't no such thing as you should have went back. You feel me?
And and to add to that, you think it would have went 1 and 2 with him and Caleb Williams?
Yeah,
it's a different conversation.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe. He may not have even been a top 2 or 3 quarterback. All that shit is predicated on the year that you go, bro. Because remember, they had slated to be the first quarterback taken, Justin Herbert, but he went back to college, and he was like the number 3 quarterback taken.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that.
Yes, Sirski.
I don't think. I think it's more. I think Bryce Young kind of went into the good situation for him for his growth as a quarterback. Like that whole team, even though they suck.
And we'll talk more about it later. But I really was kind of focusing on Alabama per se. They haven't been able. So I posed. No, you
How y'all
good.
boys
I
doing
posted.
tonight, man? We live.
Man, good to see
Hey,
you,
we
bro.
live.
What's up
Come
with
on,
you?
we
We
live,
live,
dog.
baby.
I was having some technical difficulties. Excuse
Nah,
me.
it's all good. Yeah,
But
we see.
I
we
figured
got
it
this.
out. You know, got a little background going.
For sure.
That boy teasing like shit.
This is cool, bro. This is real life cool. I was not expecting this. Like now,
Yeah,
I feel like this is a pod. I can see y'all's reaction when y'all see dumb shit.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Like,
What's going on?
But that being said, so the question that you walked into, Nar, was for both CJ Stroud, and we're gonna get off Alabama as soon as you answer this. For both CJ Stroud and for Alabama, was it best for both parties if he stayed and for Alabama's
No,
sake?
you meant
CJ
Bryce.
Stroud definitely went to Ohio State.
No, Bryce.
I meant
Bryce
Bryce Young. My fault. Bryce Young.
Ooh. You know, that's a great question. But here's the thing, though. I think it's more so for Alabama because I don't know if somebody probably already alluded to this. If he's the same type of player, you know what I'm saying, that he was when he came out, he's going to be number one overall anyway. So he's going to go to a shitty team anyway.
Is he,
So
or is
it
that
really
going to be
only helps Alabama in the sense of they would still have a number one pick caliber player at quarterback. But for Bryce Young, it really doesn't do anything, you know what I'm saying, unless he was to get in a situation. And I can't even think, what was the last team that maybe had the number one pick, but they were on their way up. They were building, you know what I'm saying? They had a decent squad. They were some shit that year. I can't even think of a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? That happened.
Where they had a number one pick. That usually only happens in basketball.
And it was like the number one pick is what really kind of set it up to go over the top. You know?
That's a really good question. That put them in like playoff contention. I mean, it have to be Houston. Didn't
Jadavion?
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson went to Clemson, bro.
No. I'm saying
Deshaun wasn't even a number pick.
A kid that took a team, you know what I'm saying, from being obviously that 32nd bottom tier team the year before to they're now. Who's the number one pick that took their team to playoffs?
Well, Trevor Lawrence. I mean, with the
with the exception of Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence.
Urban Meyer year.
Yeah.
But what about
Cam Newton? Cam Newton was the last.
DJ Larry went with Philly, golf with the Rams.
What about
golf with the Rams? That's a fact.
See, now here's the thing. Okay.
But he wasn't number one pick though.
Yeah, Larry, you're 100% correct because I didn't say a player that really took him over top. It was a player that added to what they were building. You're right. We did have a decent team. I forgot. Did we trade? How did we end up with that number one overall pick?
Golf was number one overall.
He was absolutely him and Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
And we check. Well, obviously, it doesn't look so bad now. Only one.
It really doesn't look bad. and Detroit still thanks you. Yeah, but I mean, there's few and far in between. You are right with that. To finish, I just want to get back to you so you can finish up what you were saying about Bama. Burrow's. Well, yeah, Burrow. I mean, his second year, he went to the Super Bowl. You could say he got hurt in the middle of his first year.
Cincinnati. Okay.
Yeah.
There has been a few. Carolina just was the fucking place. It's still early in the season.
What about Myles Garrett or Von Miller?
Well, no, we talking strictly quarterbacks. Yeah, we talking strictly quarterbacks.
All right.
But yeah, no, Myles Garrett came off the back. Like him and Von Miller, I think just they rookie years or second years, they came in like all pro. Micah Parsons, another one that got drafted early and immediately took that shit off. Like, I mean,
it was all pro rookie year.
All pro rookie year. But all right. Alabama's got to get it together. They're going now back on their fourth quarterback switch in the last 3 games. So
yes, but I like it. I like that Nick Saban is righting his wrong. He understands. Well, I can't say righting his wrong. You don't know who the kids are until they go out there and you give them a chance. And because everybody's going to look good against the defense they see every week, players they're comfortable against. You know what you're going against in practice. You're a former 4-star, 5-star. All these kids are going to look good. That's why they're at Alabama. You're not going to know who they are until that pass rush against them is wearing a different jersey and they're trying to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? So then you go in there, you see Tyler Buckner. No, I forgot the other guys. Oh, was this Ty Simpson too?
Something like that, yeah.
No. You know what I'm saying? Immediately
So
you
they
go
back
back
to
to a
Milrow.
guy who, if it's not working with the pass, you know for a fact he can run just as well as any of your backs. He has the speed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not that he doesn't have the strength in his arm. I just think he is a very, very raw quarterback prospect. If you remember some years ago at Alabama, he reminds me of a much better, much more athletic, much stronger arm, but just talking about the type of player they were that we didn't get a lot to see of at Alabama, Blake Sims.
I knew
You know
he
what I'm
was gonna
saying?
say Sims.
He
I
reminds
knew
me
it.
of that, except for he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna have the time and the potential to be a lot better than that. I don't think he'll be a number one pick type of. Oh my god!
Yeah, I look
Wow.
fucked up.
What the hell?
You look like Dr. Cornell West.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let's just keep it
I
going.
need to go find a hat.
Hey, why the hell you get on here looking like Chico Bean, bro?
But not,
You good? You
Hey,
good?
that nigga look like Chico Bean.
No, I think Alabama will be okay. They got Ole Miss this weekend. This is a game they have to have. You know what I'm saying? They have to have this game right here. It's no question. Where are they?
They're not even.
Well, we're gonna get to the rankings in a second, but we gotta get through.
Where was the game this weekend?
Oh, it was in Tampa, at South Florida. They went to USF.
The one where they play Ole Miss. Where is it? Who's home?
Oh,
I
I don't know. We're gonna get to it.
Get into that yet?
No, we literally just
that's
cracked
right.
up. Yeah. So we got 2 more games to get through for a review for last week, and we have a guest. Not guest, man. This nigga be here.
Hey, come on, man.
Hey, hold on.
Mike, that was unnecessary.
We got one more, man. Y'all already know, man. It's family to the show. My man DJ Larry in the building, brother.
This brother be here. You know what I'm saying? This brother be here, not this nigga. But what's happening, man?
This brother
be
here, man. That's a fact. Hey, appreciate you catching.
What it is,
what's shaking?
What's happening, man? First of all, man, it's so good to see all y'all live like this. So I had to invade and all that, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to stop through and say that, shout out to Dale Sunflower, man. You know what I'm saying? The cut race.
We know what happened. Florida looked good this weekend, so you want to.
We ain't get there yet. We ain't get there.
You're blowing the lead. You're blowing the lead.
We didn't get there yet.
Hey, I saw the orange too, Nard. I saw what he was trying to do. He's trying to play it.
Hey, man.
We're not gonna talk about Florida trying to squabble up with the Tennessee player.
I want to talk about it. I'm here.
We're gonna talk.
Why you think I'm here? Squabbles, fades. It's me. Come on, man.
It's me, baby.
I'm 1-on-5 with y'all every time. What's that? Come on, man.
That's a fact. But hey, our second to last game we gotta talk about. Let's just go ahead and do it. The Florida Gators upset the hopeful Tennessee.
Upset.
Well, by rankings.
Not even by rankings, by play.
Y'all yeah. We gonna call it what it is. We'll call it what it is. They upset the Tennessee Volunteers in a decisive 13-point win. And let's be real, the second quarter is where y'all took the fuck off. Like, y'all won that second quarter 20-0. At that point, there was nothing that Tennessee could do for the rest of the game. Talk to me, Larry. What's up?
First of all, I just want to say, what did Fat Joe say at one point? Yesterday's price is not today's price. And last year's University of Tennessee Volunteers are not today's University of Tennessee Volunteers. It's a whole lot different when you ain't got Hendon Hooker behind that ball, man. It's a whole different story when you have one good year. You're trying to capitalize another year. They are who we thought they were. And that is a 7-5 team that they always are, who loses to Florida every single year. The only orange I want to hear about are the Florida Gators and the Hurricanes. Orange starts in Florida. It ain't in Texas, and it damn sure ain't in the University of Tennessee.
Hey, chop that up.
Chop, bitch. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that.
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
Offensively, where do you feel like y'all improved between the Utah game and this one?
Honestly, I feel like a lot of the Utah game was nerves. It was a lot of nerves. It was a lot of trying to Because Mertz, if you look, he just looked uncomfortable that whole game. And I think that now that we've gotten games in, it's like you've got ETN right there, bro. Yeah, you know the last name from Clemson, and then you've got a couple other guys too. So it's like you have to rotate that offense out. So I think that just the nerves of the first game. I think, listen, man, we all love is your team 1-0? Like, it's always fun, but realistically, it's a 12-game season, man. So, I think we got over it. I think this was a huge win and boost of confidence for us. And I think that we got to capitalize and see how the rest of the season goes based off this. But that was a rivalry game that you need to win.
Sure. Especially when they're at home. Those type of games, you cannot lose at home and think you're going to have a good season. If you win those games, especially being the underdog at home, I think it kind of lifts you and boosts you up because now not only do you have confidence in yourself, but your fans have confidence in you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
People that might have to travel, that extra ticket to come see y'all, you might see a few more jerseys in the stands, and then your home games are going to be hyped. The tailgates are going to be longer. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole, it just brings that. Winning big games is how you bring college football back to your school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to say this school's back, that school's back. You have to win the games that people don't expect you to win or the games that you're supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? This is a game that Florida had to win.
See, everybody kept on talking about Tennessee, but honestly, like the SEC team that I'm always like the last 7 years that I've always been like iffy on, it's been Kentucky. Because what Stoops has done in Kentucky has been amazing for their football program. So, but you have to win the Tennessee game strictly for recruitment purposes. You have to win it for bragging right purposes. And like you said, it's at the Swamp. You can't get stomped out by UT at the Swamp, so so we got a big this week is Charlotte. Yeah, that's a gimme game, but our next big challenge is going to be at Kentucky September 30th. So that's where it's like oof. So we'll see how all this goes. But, I mean, I'm proud. We still got a couple big challenges this year with Kentucky, not sleeping on South Carolina like y'all mentioned. Of course, biggest tailgate party in the South against Georgia. Then you got LSU, and then, of course, we got Florida State to end of the year. So
y'all schedule got tough. Like, y'all had Utah, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida State. And fucking
but you need it though. I mean, because here's the thing: you got Oklahoma and Texas coming in next year, so it's gonna get tough with that SEC. So you have to keep it going, man. Like you can't. I can't hear you, Mike. What you say?
2 more losses for y'all bum asses.
Oh, okay.
That Florida State.
Okay, yeah, it's cool. Is Florida legit or is Tennessee some frauds?
Honestly, I never violence with you, bro.
I know. It's cool. See, I'm gonna tell y'all out there.
Football season, Mike. All that shit out the window.
I'm gonna tell you what the real problem is. Mike is still salty that I got the Cowboys for my fantasy team. And so he's just making sure that he's on my ass. Yes, for defense. Yes.
After they put up 50 points so far in 2 games.
Bro, shit crazy.
Crazy man. Somebody said that there was a technical issue with our fantasy league. They said that it needs to be reworked or something like that. Said the league is cheating against us. I ain't gonna say who said the AJ, but hey man. I love Florida State though, man. I just can't wait to beat y'all last game of the year, man. No.
Well, hey man, again, an impressive.
I would say as of right now, the consensus to me, the feel is Tennessee is more frauds right now because of how early it is. I think it's too early to tell that anybody's legit, but you can tell right now when somebody's not legit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You can see more inconsistency early than you can see consistency.
Right.
And sometimes you can see,
But to play devil's advocate, we were talking the same shit about Florida after they looked like that to Utah week 1. So it's still early. You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of time for Tennessee to continue to win football games and upset other teams. Somebody said the league is racist.
Now you talking about our fantasy league? Suspect.
Yeah, technical issues. Yeah, but to go into your point, Nard, I mean, You're gonna find out about UT real soon because they're scheduled after this week where they play I think it's Texas, San Antonio. They play South Carolina at home. They play Texas A&M at home, and then they have to go to Bama and they have to go to Kentucky. So we're gonna find out about.
You're gonna find out who y'all are.
Yeah,
I don't know about
and
Texas
look,
A&M,
and
dog.
8-4 is a really good season for y'all, by the way. For anybody, 8-4 is a good season, but 8-4 considering where we
especially
had projections of where Florida would be.
Oh yeah, y'all had Florida at 5-7. I already know it.
I think yeah, by 5, 7, 6. I mean, shit, it's what y'all did
I
last
ain't
year.
have them that high.
And then that's what y'all did last year, and then you lost the number 4 pick in the NFL
I had
draft.
y'all
That's
on the
about
Vanderbilt.
right.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about Richardson, man. Richardson is I ain't finna explain that green brother right there. Richardson, his build as a quarterback is what you want for the NFL. So him in the
100%.
NFL is completely different. In Florida, he didn't do anything. He didn't do nothing. That's why I wasn't high on him in the draft. That's why I was like, y'all taking him. But again, it's a different game in that combine, and they saw more in him than they saw in Levis. So you know, it is what it is. So
for sure. Well, shoot, man. Let's get to the next matchup.
Yeah, Earl, I gotta bounce.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all from YouTube, man.
Appreciate you following
boys,
through, bro.
Man. For sure, man.
You
I
already know.
for this, man. I'll let y'all. All right.
You already know.
Oh, and Mike, yeah, man. Congrats on the win, man. Kicked the brother while we were down in the NFL, bro. I ain't forget. So, thank you. Convince that ownership to get us a new quarterback instead of, relying on Zach Wilson, man.
You're a Jets fan too?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's what we do,
Hey,
bro.
Brady is out there. Brady is out there.
I'm a vibe. I'm a holler at y'all.
Anybody but Wilson is out there.
For sure, man. Well, let's get to it, man. The last college football game of last week that we got to talk about. Y'all know we got to talk about it. It just ended 17 minutes ago. The battle on the Rock.
Yeah, put that shit down, boy. Ain't nobody talking about y'all.
Hey,
man.
bro, what?
I mean, boy,
Hey,
Christian.
yeah.
My bad.
Not
Moving on, man. Moving on.
Come on, man.
Listen,
Come
the battle on
Game
the Rock.
life over here, baby. You know what time it is.
We talking about Colorado versus Colorado State, which ended in a double overtime nail biter at 2-something in the morning on the East Coast, which means it was midnight out in Colorado.
And I was watching it.
Past midnight.
Oh, yeah. Now, there was something that was put up here earlier. Let me there it is. Welcome, everybody. Pac-12 Earl, baby. That's the time I'll be up.
Pac-12.
You know what I'm saying? Pac-12 Earl, baby. Hey, look, I was used to it. You understand? I fought years to get used to that.
This is your last year's commissioner of the Pac-12 watch.
My last year's commissioner, man. I can't believe I let the conference go away like this.
It all started with Colt Brennan in Hawaii.
You ain't lying.
The game used to start at midnight.
Game start at he ain't lying. They 6 hours behind us. Shoot, he not lying.
Because it used to be 5 o'clock over. 8 o'clock over there.
Yeah,
exactly.
Shoot.
Yeah,
man.
Worst,
but yeah, I mean, I gotta call it how I see it, man. So far, that was game of the year in college football to me. Hold on. That was the most entertaining game of the year so far.
We're only in 3 games, so
start to finish.
Huh?
From start to finish, it was very exciting.
Very exciting. Now, I want to get the crap out the way before we get to, you know what I'm saying, talking good about this game. Colorado State got to be one of the most undisciplined teams I've ever seen in my life. I mean, my Lord, they how many yards did they end up?
I think it was the moment before listen, because on the other side of that field was another black coach. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to get that misconstrued.
No, I'm not talking about.
I'm saying there was a lot of penalties on both sides. Honestly, keep it gangster. There was very ugly. I feel like more so than undisciplined, because I feel like in order for us to call them undisciplined, we will have to watch a lot of Colorado State football to see how, or at least look up the numbers on the penalties they average. Will I say the first half was undisciplined by both sides? Absolutely, 100%. But I feel like it's not because of the coaching or what they allow players to do, things like that. I think it was the moment, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these players, you know what I'm saying, are not even a lot. All of them are in tune on social media. Outside of things we're seeing, they're probably commenting on pages of player. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit has probably been boiling back and forth because of what Colorado is now. And on top of it being a state rivalry, you know what I'm saying? They was just amped. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna chalk it up to this was really the biggest game that any of those players have played in outside of every game for Colorado seems like that now, but especially the Colorado State players, that they had the opportunity to, in a weird way, knock off the Giants so early in the season. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we built Colorado into. We basically made Colorado the de facto, not by saying they're better than these teams, just how we've been covering them, how we've been talking about. We made them the de facto regular season national champion, excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regardless of, unless they start losing every game, it's like every Colorado's must watch football, and that's shout out to Dion. That's how this shit has brought so much life to college football. It's one of those things that you're like, damn, will we ever see this again? You know what I'm saying? Like we thought, and I'm not saying that we weren't. You know what I'm saying? Miami was swaggy because it was a play, but it's different when the players are that way, but the coach is that way. You know what I'm saying? When the coach is different and he's not trying to, it's not like when you know how we see Dabo and them dancing in the locker room doing all that dumbass shit. This is him.
No.
This is
well, he invented swagger. He's one of the ones that brought swagger to football.
You feel me?
So
prime,
like that's
bro.
him. That's prime. That's prime.
You know what I'm saying? And
it just in the Hall of Fame with a bandana on, really.
You're right, bro.
As Jay Maine like to say, it hit different.
That's a fact. That is indeed a fact. I like how you started that because you know what? Oftentimes we do, and I'm guilty of it. Oftentimes we do charge a lot of these college kids to be older than they are. Like you're 19 years old.
Nelson, expand on that. What do you mean by Mike Tirico?
I'm afraid for Nelson to expand on that, but however, but now like they're still 19, bro. So of course something like this, it's like, shoot, man, you know what I'm saying? Like you like it's in your stomach, you feel it, and hell, let's keep it real, bro.
That was wild.
Pause.
Yes.
Oh my.
Pause.
That was
Anybody else have a video
that being said, brother.
Earl, don't talk no more.
That was so wild.
We're gonna continue.
Repeat.
You know what? I'm gonna take a 2-minute time
So
out.
We're gonna continue to talk about Colorado State and Colorado. Before we get into the game, let's get into please. Before we get into the game though, let's get into what's causing a stir, man. And that's Henry, what is his name? Blackburn? Henry Blackburn.
Mm-hmm. The guy who hit
what y'all
Travis
think
Hunter?
about? Yeah, what do y'all think about the hit?
It was an egregious hit, but it wasn't.
With Dion and them, I'll be sure when so everybody can get say what they need to say. But I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? It's football, but the fact of it wasn't I could see a bang play where he's leaning towards out of bounds. You still take, you know what I'm saying, your hit just to, you know what I'm saying, let him know you there. Like I feel like that's football. But when the ball has already hit the ground and there's a player in front of him and you try to just find the open shot and you take 2 or 3 steps to get there, I feel like that's a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? Does it warrant death threats and all that? No. But do I think that he should have got at least maybe that to me is what we should call targeting. You know what I'm saying? This man's kidney got lacerated. Like that's different. Like that it's not always about head or neck injuries. It could be internal injuries, you know what I'm saying, that could cause major damage. So it's like I feel like for that, he should have got, you know what I'm saying, maybe a first half suspension on the next game. But I do believe that people are wilding out with death threats. Like we've seen way more egregious things in football than what we saw there.
Right. I agree 100% with you. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I agree 100% as well. And I love the fact that, you know, Travis Hunter, y'all know he got his own podcast. Shout out to 12 Talks with Travis Hunter. I love the fact that even after the game, you know, he went in and he said pretty much the guy's doing what he got to do. You know, he playing football. It happens. You know, Dion went and said, you know, he's not a bad kid. You know, he don't deserve to have death threats, in which he doesn't, man. You know, it's a sport, bro. It's a physical sport. Whether it's dirty or not, that particular injury can happen. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Was it a late hit? Yeah. Was it dirty? You can call it dirty. Yeah. Was it a cheap shot? For sure. I think more so he wanted to send a message, considering what we just talked about. You know, there is a rival, so he wanted to let her know, like, hey, I'm here. And unfortunately, Travis got lacerated a kidney from that. I think if Travis didn't get hurt to the extent that he did, I don't think people would have this uproar that it is right now. But it is unfair to the kid to have these death threats. You know, his phone number, his mom's phone number, and his home address to be out there publicly. Like, come on, bro.
Doxing him, that's
the end of the day,
crazy.
it's a game. Yeah. It's a game, man. Somebody has to win,
bro.
somebody has to lose.
Like, he's still a kid at the end of the day, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's a kid.
Yeah, he is a kid.
I know. Oh, my bad. You go ahead.
Oh, no. You go ahead, bro. You good.
No, I was just saying, I know that we're going to get into the games and all that, but I feel like this is big. We're talking about Colorado specifically. So with Travis Hunter being out, you know what I'm saying, for the next 3 weeks, their two biggest games of the season are the next 2 weeks. How do y'all see them coming out of the stretch that they have, going up to Eugene to play Oregon, and then coming back home against USC?
Brother, with or without Travis Hunter, they've been getting smacked.
Bro, listen, I had them. It does not matter. Travis Hunter, Travis Best.
It doesn't matter.
Listen, it does not matter.
Travis Hunter, Travis Best, bro. Bro, it doesn't matter, bro.
Travis Benjamin, any of them,
bro.
Hey, don't disrespect Travis Benjamin. He would never won the
bro.
Never won the Colorado.
Travis Minor,
and Dion, Travis.
It's like, but no.
Travis
but listen, this is my opinion. Also, listeners and viewers, y'all heard it here first. I have them beating Oregon and losing to USC in a close one.
Okay, so
the only game I can see them is
Travis Barker.
How many points are they going to score in these games?
Okay, so
how many points they scoring in these games?
Hey, bro, they have weapons outside Travis Hunter. Like Xavier Weaver's like that. Jimmy Horn is like that.
No.
The running back Edwards is like
of course.
that. The tight end 87. I don't know how like that is, but he had a touchdown reception last game.
Yeah, too.
Listen, and Shador is clearly one of the top 3 quarterbacks in college football right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I'm saying,
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Oregon's putting up points this and the third, but how good is that defense? Who they've been tested by? I got them putting up 35 on Oregon.
That ain't enough.
USC's defense is sweet.
Why not?
I got to put
USC defense ain't that sweet. Hold on. I can't say that they defense is sweet.
Oregon does obviously have an offense. Bo Nix is clearly in the Heisman conversation. We know him since he was at Auburn.
They have the number 1 scoring offense in the NCAA right now.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not like they can't put up points. You know what I'm saying? So 35, it might not be enough if Colorado doesn't get a little bit out of their defense. That other safety 43 is okay. We've seen what Shiloh can do. I think this might be a chance for that number 1 corner they recruited last year. They stole from Miami. He might get his shot. If we've all noticed, he hasn't gotten any playing time so far. I don't. With Travis Hunter out 3 weeks, I don't know. I don't know the roster like that. But to me, I don't see
Coach Prime just said. I just watched the interview. That's why I said that, because Coach Prime just said he ain't playing.
No, yeah, you're not playing for the next 3 weeks.
That, bro, but rarely do you see number 1 overall recruits that are not redshirting, because he's suiting up every game, just not getting bumped. Like, that's crazy.
He suited up last game?
Yes, bro. I seen pictures of him. He had a black number 1 jersey on. I'm gonna put the picture.
Yeah, he had a jersey on.
No, shoulder pass, bro. Shoulder pass. I'm gonna send you the video,
bro. I saw a picture when it was him and Shador, bro. He had a towel over his head, sitting on the bench, no shoulder pads on.
I'm about to send you a video.
But Coach Prime just said
he's a redshirt freshman.
Cormoney is in Cormoney's way.
Okay, well then that tells me what I need to know.
It doesn't matter, bro. They're not gonna. Their offense is high powered. Don't get me wrong; they can score with the best of them. Oregon is gonna put up points, bro. Their Achilles heel will be that defense. That defense has not shown that they're capable of stopping anybody from scoring.
And to be real, a lot of Mario Cristobal's guys are still there at Oregon, and he specialized on drafting on recruiting defenses like that. So I mean, while obviously this isn't a Mario Cristobal coach team, the reality of it is the DNA of what he had there is still there. Oregon's defense was biting last year. They for all intents and purposes stood in between USC and a few other teams winning the Pac-12 last year. And now you got Bo Nix, who's quietly putting up his case for a Heisman as well in his 16th year in college. But I mean, all right, maybe not 16, but
just
still
16.
Just 6. I mean, well, Bo Nix is
He was,
almost.
he's almost when Perry Ellis was at Kansas.
I was about to say he almost a Perry Ellis of college football. Him and Spencer Rattler, damn near been there since pre-pandemic. But
I was in elementary school when Spencer Rattler was at Oklahoma. So,
but no, seriously though, I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily think that they'll get to the level. I don't have them beaten either, including Travis Hunter in the roster. I said that they were losing to Oregon. Now they already beat one team. I said that they beat with LSU, but or not LSU, but TCU. But outside of that, bro, Oregon and USC, no, bro, because I just didn't see it. And now with this defense, I really don't see it. Unless the score is going to be like 65 to 56 or something like that. No, ain't going to happen. It's going to have to be. Yeah, but it is going to be a good game. That being said,
I'm not scared of Oregon.
I'm not scared of Oregon's defense
at all. I mean, I like the kid Hutchinson. He showed out that game against Colorado State.
And y'all tell me, look at the pictures I just put in the group. Y'all tell me what that is. Your man is full uniform, pass. He's not getting in, bro.
But anyways.
Oh, that boy is. Yeah, he taped up and all. That's great.
He taped up, but that was last game. Okay.
And that's the TCU game.
That's crazy.
He's dressing for every game and not getting no bump. To me, that's it. Like Mike said, that really alludes to what is he doing to get in his own way? Because rarely do you
still
see
a freshman.
I saw him at this last game
overall that are not getting any bump.
I mean, well, yeah, I mean,
that's why I said this might be the opportunity with Travis going down for him to finally get some shine. If it's not a matter of attitude or fact that he's getting beat out by whoever that second corner is. Obviously, he's not going to beat out Travis Hunter right now with, you know what I'm saying, Travis obviously having that year of college under his belt. He's probably just a better athlete than him, period. But whoever that second corner is to beat him out, it may be an attitude issue with him. You know what I'm saying? And him feeling entitled or him thinking, damn, if I would have went to Miami, I would have definitely been starting. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was.
You would have.
Of course. But, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to come here with prime. You know what I'm saying? It just hasn't worked out that way his freshman year. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you what I like.
It's only like 2 games into the season or 3 games into the season.
Still, bro, you show me another 5-star recruit from last year who hasn't gotten any bump through these first 3 games.
I'm going to tell you what I do like about it. I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm going to tell you what I do.
Besides a quarterback.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about a quarterback. I'm just, Alabama's a 5-star factory. I can't name them, but there are people that's starting above them. That's,
I'm gonna tell you what I do like about it, and then we'll get off of this. Unless Chris, you had anything to add to the conversation. What I do like about it is, no matter how much notoriety you have coming in, if you don't put the work in, even somebody like Dion is that disciplined in running his program the way that he wants that program to run. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter that you. I love it. Like just from a young man's perspective of, okay, you know what I'm saying? I done seen guys who were talented and this, that, and the third, and they didn't get no burn because they got in their own way. Well, hey, look, I'm not gonna let you ruin this program or what you got. Like, I think we saw a lot of examples of that talking about the Swamp Kings documentary the other week of guys that were just uberly talented, and you know what I'm saying, maybe to their detriment, they got all the things in the world handed to them and they earned it on the football field, sure, but if your attitude ain't right, you ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, in this situation where you got the world looking at you, Dion not ruining that because he know what time it is. Like, this could have got really ugly far as far as the smack talking back and forth, this, that, and the third with What's up? What's Colorado's Colorado State's head coach?
Jay Norvell.
Jay Norvell, yeah. This could have gotten a lot uglier, but I think part of the reason why Deion's taking the high road, aside from who he is the fact that just like okay, for those of us who are into the HBCU side of things, remember the matchup last year, Mike? What was it? Alabama State?
Oh, Eddie
Robinson Jr. That
Yeah.
could have gotten a lot uglier. And this is another situation I think we've seen now every time where people think Prime doing too much and they got to humble him. And he's like, you know what? I may talk a little mess back and forth, but I'm not finna ruin what we got because we know what the eyes are on us as black men being head coaches. So now that you're on the Division I side, the FBS side, I should say, the eyes are even bigger. And you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking First Take and everybody that been out there almost every week, bro. Like, you just can't afford for your program to not be a zip up top lip program. And I love that he's doing that and still allowing them to be them and have their swagger and this, that, and the third. Like they a cool program, but they still disciplined is all outdoors. So
and
that's
also I absolutely love the pregame when he had his mother when Jay Norville said what he said about him. He said I was raised right and all that old bullshit. And then he had his mama come out there and said, when I told him kick his ass, they was ready.
Sometimes you gotta kick ass. Go kick ass.
Go kick ass. Hey man, that was cold, man. I was ready to go myself.
For sure. Well, let's get into it, man. New week top 25 is here. So let's get right to it, brothers. While we here, just going into the week, and we'll get into the matchups real quick. I just want to read the top 25. I'm reading for the top 25 up and going up. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to DJ Larry. Florida comes in ranked at 25 after that win against Tennessee. Iowa's right behind them at 24, followed by Tennessee falling from, what were they, 11 or 10 during that matchup? All the way down 11. To 23. 11. All the way down to 23. UCLA is right above them at 22. Well, Washington State and Miami holds on to the going up 2 spots to the number 20 spot, followed by Colorado right above Miami at 19, with Duke, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss rounding out to the 15. And then starting at 14, we got Oregon State, Alabama.
Oh, that's so ugly.
Yeah, Alabama falls to number 13. Alabama falls to 13.
First time out the top 10 since 2015.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
But it's deserved,
LSU. It is what it is. LSU's right ahead of them. Utah at 11, and we're coming into the top 10. Starting out our 10 is in order: Oregon, Notre Dame, Washington, Penn State, Ohio State, Southern Cal, Florida State, Texas, Michigan, and of course Georgia holds on to the number 1. Mike, y'all slid down 1 position to the 4th position this week instead of 3, and Texas moved up to it's still the playoffs, so it doesn't matter. But let's get into the top 25 matchups. Is there any team this week that has a matchup in the top 25? We're gonna run it down real quick. It's a few. Now, this is the week, yes, sir. So going into week 4, and they gave us some pay-per-view type shit there. We got Rutgers traveling to Michigan. Florida State is traveling to Clemson.
Get all the bullshit out of the way.
Yeah, no, I'm just going through the top 25. That's all.
Huh?
I'm just going through the top 25. If you I usually read it. The top 25. If you're in the top 25, this is your matchup.
Let's fuck all the week games. Let's call out the ranked matchups.
Let's just.
Well, no, I got you.
I was going to join the Nard sent in the group earlier.
Say again. Oh, the tweet. We can do that. Yeah. So this weekend, our prime matchups are.
Oh, yeah, I think Jeffrey sent that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Our prime matchups this week are that was okay. We got Florida State playing Clemson at 12 o'clock Eastern on ABC. I'm gonna be real. I think as many points as Clemson put up these last couple, Clemson should be at least 25.
They should be top 25. I don't understand why they're not.
They should be top 25
because they got their brains blown out the first game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Everybody just run through, give their pick right quick as you call it. So we got Clemson, FSU.
All right.
E, who you got?
Oh, Florida State. Florida State.
Christian.
Give me Clemson for the upset.
Ooh, the upset. Damn.
Man, give me free shoes, University, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I got FSU too. I think they're gonna dog. They're gonna dog.
Hey, Mike, y'all better not do that shit y'all did with Boston College. Let this not be the
Oh,
weekend.
hell no.
Your competition.
A slow start against a team that Clemson is
Our
talented.
bugs been doing
Oh no, they are. They
So
talented.
it's like you can't get out on a slow start like you did with Boston College because they may even capitalize on that. Y'all got to hit from the jump. You know what I'm saying? From the jump.
For one, the injury bug gone. I mean, not the injury bug. We ain't sick no more. Number two, I think we took our foot off the gas once we went up 21. To be honest, bro. But yeah, y'all right. No, we can't do that shit
early
against.
ass game.
We can't do that shit against Clemson though. Like I said, despite not having a number next to their name, bro, they still have the best players in the country on their team.
Yes, Nelson. Nick Saban will take away something. Fuck, tripping.
Oh, them quarterbacks. I bet them quarterbacks at Bama ain't got no Hellcats. They drive Honda Accords.
Nigga, they on mopeds. What are you talking about?
They got V4s, man.
They on mopeds. They done got shut down at all the dealerships.
For sure.
Yeah, that credit card.
Oh yeah. No, I'll see if you had. All right, that's cool. Colorado, number 19, traveling to Oregon. This is one of the games that I had Colorado losing. It's gonna be a good one though, but I just think Oregon is fighting to get into the national championship. They want to win the Pac-12. They have a different goal on their mind than just beating Colorado.
Yeah, I got Oregon as well.
Give me Oregon.
Give me the Buffs, man. Listen.
I saw it coming. I saw it.
I knew it.
We're gonna win, and we're gonna win now, bro.
Nah, bro.
Wait. Whoa. Don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else.
No. Hey, look, I'm glad you said that because this is recorded and it's live. I literally said Deion said, because if you remember that interview, he said, I don't know if y'all know, but we're gonna win and we're gonna win now. That's exactly what he said. And if we run back to I said Deion said, and that's why I believe it.
Hey, Nelson, you a fool, dog.
Go ahead.
Oh man.
Hey,
Gerard, what's shaking? Good. Appreciate you joining us, man. Gerard, appreciate it, bro.
But nah, I think Colorado definitely gonna win this joint. Dale, who you got?
Damn, definitely? That's a very bold statement.
No, listen. Here, like I said, bro, they have playmakers all over the field on both sides of the ball, bro. And I feel like they're. I mean,
I'm not doubting you, but
that's all I'm saying. Like until I see different, I like experience in as far as coaching staff. When you have superstar players who can train, what is the number one thing that if anybody's ever had a job and you want to get promoted and you ask the person above you, how do you get promoted? How do you, you know what I'm saying? They tell you become great at your job and then you learn how to replicate yourself in others. And that's how you become a manager. You get other people to do things, not exactly how you do it. They may not be as good as you, but get to replicate whether it's your work ethic and how they approach their job in the capacity that they can do it, whatever it is, you are able to replicate yourself in other people. And I feel like he's one of very few superstar athletes who have an ability to replicate himself and not just like him, but replicate how he does things and how he approaches the game of football in young players. You know what I'm saying? And you see it translate on the field. And that's what I feel like the difference is, because not only does he know football, he's able to teach it. And when you have a superstar that's able to teach and connect with players, bro, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying they're going to win that.
Appreciate that.
But until I see different, unless it's like that USC game where I do think USC will win, I think Lord going to beat them.
All right. Well, let's keep going through this a little bit. Ole Miss at Bama Nard. It's a 3:30 CBS game. Give me who? At Bama.
Bama by 20. Bama has to win this game. They have to.
They have to stay in. They have to.
They're just moving slow. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, they still only have one loss under their belt. No matter how ugly it is, if they went out, they'll still go to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
This one they got to win. It's division.
Dale.
I'm going with Bama, but I need Bama to win by at least 14 because that shit last week, bro. 17 points
Yeah.
against USF.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
that's
I
a
don't give a
different
damn.
type of win by 14. You
Bro,
can't
I
put up
don't care
17.
if you was playing inside the intramural leagues. 17
Yeah,
points against a team like USF.
for
Nah, bro,
sure.
that's unacceptable.
Christian.
Give me Bama
Oh,
by 21.
all right. Mike.
Yeah, I got Bama as well.
Okay. Cool.
Hey,
Number
just a
22,
quick thing on
UCL.
Bama too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just something real quick that I saw on Twitter that was pretty interesting to me. Yeah, I remember Deion Sanders when he signed with Colorado. It
Right.
was rumored that USF was looking at him as well.
That's a
Just throwing
fact.
this out there. Had he gone to USF, bro, they would have just beat Bama.
Ooh.
Because
And,
you
and
They would
brings
have
in
Shador
been with
God.
the
Yeah.
and
Bama.
Travis.
Well, you gotta remember, you can't
was
say if
already
he.
there. Shador would have been there. Travis Hunter
That's
would
what
have
I'm trying to
came.
tell you.
Then you
And that's what
Shiloh would have came.
and that's what makes it scary if he would have took the FAU
Yeah.
job. Because remember, where originally he was up for the FAU job. If y'all remember that
Yeah.
before the whole USF, he was going to get that. If anywhere he went in Florida, bro, he was going to attract. But
I
specifically
like
that
USF
SF.
a little bit better than FAU though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I like him a lot better. It's a
Facts.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah, way bigger. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But let's
Got my
keep
money.
going through. UCLA at Utah. Give me the fighting Utes, man. Come on, Utah fighting for that Pac-12 champ. Trust
give
me,
me
y'all.
Utah.
Utah's
I
legit.
like Utah.
But that's a good loss for Brian Kelly and the boys out there in LA. Oregon
You mean
State
Chip
traveling
Kelly.
Chip Kelly, not Brian Kelly. Oregon State, again, man, the Pac-12 is deep, y'all. Y'all see how many ranked teams in the Pac-12. Everybody talking they soft. They going out with a bang. Oregon State at Washington. It's a 14 versus 21 matchup. Give me Wazoo,
State.
man.
Give me
Yeah, I said
State,
Washington
man.
State. It must have cleared out. Wazoo. Give me Wazoo, man.
I'm going Oregon State.
I feel it. I feel that.
Give me the Beavers, bro.
No, I'm not
Oregon
mad at
State.
it. I'm not mad at it.
I like Washington State at home.
Yeah, I like Wazoo as well. Give me Wazoo.
Let's go with the Beavers.
That's real. Number 24, Iowa traveling to Penn State. I got Penn State dog walking Iowa. Don't matter.
Do anybody have the Hawkeyes?
No.
I got them for the first
All
quarter.
right.
Hey,
Yes,
Dom.
sir.
for that strong
Dom,
first
we
quarter.
appreciate it, brother. Yes, Sirski. Yeah, I got
Strong
Penn
first
State
quarter.
dog walking these boys. Penn State is strong.
Yeah.
Special teams, run game, pass game, defense. They front seven is crazy. Like, bro, yeah.
They always drop the ball.
And it's an evening game, man. They gonna have that all white out there, bro. That white out.
Oh
there is crazy,
yeah,
bro.
for sure. Now,
And they-
weirdly
in
enough,
fact,
this
he gonna
game
put
is on
the-
CBS, which is
No,
odd.
He's gonna put the headset on Keegan Michael Key.
The Big Ten contract with CBS probably started. That's why we're seeing a lot of CBS double headers with SEC and Big Ten. The SEC is on its way out. They're ushering the Big Ten in. It's kind of like they're doing you kind of want to do it like that, so it's not a major shock to people. We're used to seeing the Big Ten with the music now, even though it's, the SEC not being at 3:30 is going to be the worst shit.
It stinks, man. It stinks. We're gonna get into it next week because I actually wanted to brought up, so I want to talk to y'all about it. And then of course nightcap, top 10 matchup, number 6 Ohio State with national championship hopes playing Notre Dame at Notre Dame. I got Ohio State, although their quarterback play has been suspect. Reality of it is this is a good loss for Notre Dame. So I got Ohio State in a close one, though. I don't think that this is going to be as far and wide. And people going to see it in Notre Dame. People like Christian, who were doubting Notre Dame last week, are going to see
I'm still doubting Notre Dame. Y'all know
That's
why.
fine. That's fine.
Ohio State going to dog walk them.
I hear you. Does anybody have Notre Dame?
Official statement. I need to say my official statement. Fuck the both of those teams. all
no, that's a
the
fact.
way, all day, all night, all week, all month, all year long. Fuck them.
That's real.
But I got Notre Dame.
Hey.
I think Ohio State is overrated this year.
They are. They have bad quarterback play just like
Notre Dame. Because Notre Dame went through the fires last year a little bit, but they started to get their ship corrected, and I like the coach that they got. I think Notre Dame gonna win,
Yeah.
not by much. And they got the home, and it's the home game too. I got Notre Dame.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm still rolling with Ohio State.
Yeah, I like Ohio State.
I gotta go with Ohio State.
Mhm.
I think it's the difference in the players going to be skill players. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State, their quarterback play in the first game, you know what I'm saying,
Man,
was definitely iffy. But I feel like last game,
But that's because
albeit against Western Kentucky, it's still how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You're
Dog,
supposed to beat
it-
teams that you're that much better in the fashion that you're supposed to beat them. And 63-10 is how you're supposed to beat Western Kentucky. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. You probably didn't play a lot in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, I feel like that is how you get your timing and your trust down with your receivers.
well,
And you start to open the playbook. You know what I'm saying? Now, the difficulty is they're going to be in South Bend. You know what I'm saying? We know how Notre Dame plays at home. They're a very well coached team, and it's going to definitely be a tough game for Ohio State. But I feel like Ohio State's well coached as well, and they're going to have the superior athletes, and that's what's going to be the difference in the game.
That's a fact. Go ahead, Christian.
with Ohio State,
On defensive line, too.
the first 2 games they didn't have a starting quarterback. They were rotating quarterbacks. After the second week is when they finally made the decision on who they're going to go to starting quarterback moving forward. Hence, probably them making them. How many points they scored?
They're 66-10.
66 to 10.
63.
63 to 10. So now they're probably moving with the QB moving forward. So I think it's going to be a better game than what people think it will be.
I respect that. Does anybody outside of Dell have Notre Dame?
Christian?
Okay, cool. So that's two for Notre Dame. All right, we're gonna see what's up. Well, look, man, we're gonna see what's going on, and of course, I'll be locked into all games. And we'll be live in the Discord too, watching. Just we'll be talking some talk. So y'all want to tap in with us? You can meet us in the Discord on Saturday and on Sunday to talk all things football. We'll be there live somewhere all weekend. So let's get to it, man. Let's get to the NFL. Shoot, man, hell of a week to recover from that debacle of what happened on Monday night to close out week 1.
I watched a lot of football this weekend.
Bro, listen, I've been watching every bit of football.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Been watching football for the last 3 weeks, brother. It's been football and Sports Center.
You're not lying.
That's about it.
And then I just switched my cable provider. And the one we switched to was offering Sunday ticket for free. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
I did that. You'd have to do that.
Bro, for free,
I believe the
bro.
song went, "How great is our God." Lord. Lord.
I'm on the TV switching games. I'm on the phone switching games.
Listen, bong, iPad.
What
he said on what he said on Snowfall? Bodies.
And then on top of
Him,
it's like,
her.
I watched the local games too, because those don't come on the Red Zone.
Right.
Fox, you see, you got 2 more games. Right.
I got one button to work on Sundays and Saturdays for my remote, and that's the back button to go to the last previous channel.
That's what Boogie doesn't understand yet. Like, I love my boy, you know what I'm saying? But Saturday mornings, I go coach your game. Saturday afternoon, Saturday after night, going into Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. I'm watching. I'm not playing anything.
No, it's over. Ain't no Fortnite. Ain't no Fortnite.
We can get back to whatever. Back until September, but from September to February, bro. Listen,
it's up. It's up, brother.
I got you that 1 week the Pro Bowl's on, but that's about it.
Yeah. I got you on the Pro Bowl.
Got
you on the Pro Bowl. Hey, look.
It'll be cold up here, so
for sure, man. Well, let's get to it, man. We're gonna run down the scores real quick, and then we will be doing a return of Pick'ems on air next week.
Oh yeah, how Pick'ems do this past week?
We'll return them. We're gonna return them next week.
I mean, Earl lost.
No, I didn't lose. We got late submissions, all that shit.
Yeah, you lost 2. I already checked that, Jeremy.
Thanks. I sent it in the group chat. All right, so let's get to it.
I won the first week.
Opening up real quick, I'm going through this. We had Eagles on top of the Vikings on Thursday Night Football. We had Eagles on top of the Vikings Thursday Night Football. The Ravens had a close one with the Bengals. The Ravens came out victorious. The Seahawks came out and shut up the Lions 37-31. The Colts
overtime.
beat the Texans in overtime. Yes, sir. The Colts beat the Texans 31-20. The Buccaneers rounded. Hey, look, Tampa looks serious. Tampa looked decent.
Shout out to Baker. Shout out to Baker.
Hey, look, I heard somebody say this is. I heard somebody say this is what happens when a number one pick has actual real coaching and good options around them. So we gonna see. The Chiefs winning. The Chiefs traveled into Jacksonville and beat the Jaguars 17-9. You know, it is what it is. The Falcons toppled the Packers in a close one.
The Falcons are 2-0.
The Falcons are 2-0. The Bills went in and handled business and finished out what they should have started on last Monday night, beating the Raiders 38-10. The Titans, man, hey, look, the Chargers are the Chargers frauds. We got to ask the question. Went in and beat the Chargers. They 0-2. The Rams lost a close one to the 49ers. Hey, look, y'all look a lot more competent as a team than we thought.
I'm not gonna lie, we look much better than I thought we were gonna look like.
Yes, sir. Y'all look healthy this year. Yeah, y'all look healthier this year. Once y'all get Cooper Kupp back, we gonna get back to it. Yeah, we're gonna come back to it. The Giants beat the Cardinals, and I'm not gonna lie, for as bad as the Cardinals are, that shouldn't have been as close as it was. 31-28. The Cowboys finally gave the Jets some points. You know what I'm saying? Y'all spotted 10 points the whole season. 30-10 in a commanding win there. Speaking of commanding win, the Commanders beat the Broncos in a nail biter. Hey, look, I thought Russell Wilson had it. They are 2-0. They are 2-0. The Eric Bieniemy effect, baby.
What a difference in owner makes.
That offense is different now, bro.
It is different. The Dolphins beat the Patriots. Had Bill Belichick looking some of the most frustrated I've ever seen him look in his career.
How you threw that charge?
On Monday night, we had two stinkers, but the Saints beat the Panthers 20-17, and the Steelers in the steel curtain rounded out one of the best defensive performances we've seen in recent years.
Bryce Young gonna have to get insurance for his parents.
He is.
They look like they're about to have a heart attack every play.
There wasn't really much to take away this week. It's still a lot of figuring out for me for the NFL. I don't know about for y'all. If y'all had anything y'all really wanted to bring up, but just one real close tidbit. The Chargers, we had them contenders for the playoffs, and they just can't quite. Is it in the words of the good brother AJ? Is it time to put the diamond tester on Justin Herbert?
It won't even come on. You think the diamond tester?
No, it's not Justin Herbert, bro.
Okay, so where's we at?
It's Staley. Lackluster ass defense.
Very much so.
Coach Staley, bro.
You know
the
what?
defense has a bunch of good names, bro. You have Bosa on one DN. You have Khalil Mack on another DN. You have Derwin James at safety. You have J.C. Jackson and Asante Samuel at cornerback, bro. And that sounds like a worthy defense, bro. They give up the most points in the league. Like it's that shit so frustrating, bro. Because this is one of those teams. Yeah, huh?
I don't even think Joey Bosa is ranked in the top 10 edge rushers right now. Like as far as
neither one of them. Him or Mac. But
you know what?
As far as if you look at their roster, bro, you be like, yo, this is one of the most talented teams in the league. And you know what? I'm speaking bro. I feel so passionate about this because y'all know, bro. For the last 2 or 3 years, just as sure as Jeff has been on the Browns, I've been on the Chargers bandwagon, bro. And I've been saying bro, this is my dark horse for the Super Bowl. The Chargers got it. They got man. Fuck the Chargers. They're fucking frauds. Get the diamond tester out, bro. It's not even Cuban zirconium. But what the fuck is zirconium?
That's what it is.
That's what it is. It's cubic zirconium. The fake diamonds. That's the mall jewelry.
I thought it was zirconia. I mean, but I thought it was zirconia with it. But
it's zirconium.
I think it is, but that's neither here nor there. But no, they're trash, bro.
You know what the Chargers are? For real? They are like a Lacoste or a Ralph Lauren tag on an H&M shirt.
So does that mean that y'all saying the Chiefs have absolutely no competition in their division this year?
No, I'm not going to say that because there is a team that.
Bro, it's only the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers.
They're okay.
They have no competition.
Yes. But
It's
the
6 easy wins.
Broncos, I'm not sold yet.
Y'all
I'm
niggas-
gonna
It's
tell
Let me
easy
prove it, bro.
wins.
It's Laconia.
Hey Mike, why we gotta do this, bro?
Drop the
Listen,
pin.
Mike is
Run
upset.
run the fade.
I'm just
listen.
saying, bro. Y'all, hey, we're on the everybody can see this.
You're right.
Hey, cut that shit. I was Earl.
No, we good. We good. Listen. Let's keep going.
Take that
Nah,
shit down.
hey, look, nah. So now you got to put
Listen.
cubic zirconia, or is it cubic zirconium? Hey,
But no, real talk though. Hey, but yeah, no, I don't think that the Broncos are necessarily not
Hey, yo, nothing.
not frauds. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
But they're 0-2 though.
Nelson Wild.
yo,
Oh shit.
Dog.
hey,
Hey, Nelson,
All right, man.
that's even after the
Come
hurricane.
on,
too,
this is our
bro.
first day
Oh,
on
man.
camera.
I don't like that. Listen, yeah, I just don't necessarily know if the Broncos are fraudulent yet. No, like real talk. The only reason I'm giving them grace, yeah.
His next
What
comment.
do you mean?
No, because
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because there hasn't been consistency with them yet. Like, think about it. They're bringing in a whole new head coach. So
They're
implementing
consistently 0-2.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. They're unlike the Chargers or the Raiders. Their coach literally has been there for 8 quarters. We talking about going against coaches that have been there for years now.
And what has
I can't count.
been there for? 8
No.
quarters?
I get that, and yeah, of course, good things can
Kellen
happen in
Moore
a
is
small
not
package.
a rookie though.
No, he's not. Well, I'm talking about the Broncos. What I'm saying is
not a rookie.
Someone Sean
no.
Oh,
Sean Payton.
let him get his off, y'all. Let him get it off.
What I'm saying is this: when you have a coach, especially of a guy like a Sean Payton, and you know you have a mind in a football player who we really don't know what he is anymore with Russell Wilson. I need a little bit more time before I call that fraudulent. Before I see, okay, the Chargers now have really looked bad since the injury with Jay Herbo a few games ago in the last season, and they haven't really had any consistency since. Like they look fraudulent as hell in that playoff game. They look fraudulent as hell against the Rams because they can't close. They cannot close. We just don't know what the Broncos are. Like, there's no identity of what the Broncos do, good or bad, yet. It's been 2 games with a whole new head coach. So I can't say that they don't have any competition in the West because, for what it's worth, I really don't know what the Chiefs look like without Eric Bieniemy, and that shows.
Weapons. The Broncos definitely have weapons.
They do.
You know who Sean Payton is as an offensive coach. So I give you that. I will give them a few more weeks to get it together because if they go on a nice run, you know what I'm saying? If Russell Wilson, because honestly, I feel like Russell Wilson looked better than Deshaun Watson did. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly.
So if Russell Wilson and the Broncos can get it together, I feel like he's definitely a quarterback who can, at this point in his career, at least not fuck it up if they get on a nice roll. Offense is clicking. So yeah, they may be some competition, but they didn't. They got to get that shit together quick. They can't get to, you know what I'm saying, 1-3, 2-4 type shit, thinking they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden win 12, 13 games, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Chiefs, like, they can't.
So the Broncos' next couple of games, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So y'all say win or loss at the Dolphins.
L.
Don't hesitate, bro.
At the Bears.
Yeah.
Win.
Stop,
bro. The Bears stink. The Bears stink.
Yeah. And we're just gonna make it quick. Just quick. Wins or loss.
They both back. I don't
understand
what y'all hollering about.
So the Jets have. Then they got the Jets at home.
I think they might win that too.
They can win that.
That's an L.
They can pay that. They can win that.
Okay. They go
Zach
to Kansas City.
Terrible person.
Hey.
Say it again, Mike. I hear you.
No.
They go to Kansas. They go to Kansas City.
That's
hell no.
Don't matter. It's an L.
They got the Packers at home.
L.
Hell no.
L. I think the Packers are a lot better.
Who's Jordan Love?
Listen,
Jordan Love is.
Listen, just because Jordan Love made one mistake on that 4th and 1,
They were balling.
Razor thin.
I'm not saying he's not, but I'm just saying it's not like after 2 games, it's like, oh shit, he's Patrick Mahomes. No.
Okay, but I still got the Packers over
them.
them.
Win this game at home.
I still like the Packers over them.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Bro, so then they got the Chiefs again, then the Bills, then the Vikings, then the Browns in 4 games.
They can beat the Vikings.
They can beat
the Browns too.
All 4 of those games.
They can beat the Browns too.
They can beat the Vikings though.
Hey, yes, so they definitely got some competition out there, but they're not, because Kansas City's not going to lose enough games. They're definitely going to beat them twice.
Yeah, they go dog walks.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
It's going to be tough for them, bro.
But they still may make the playoffs in a wild card situation, and then it's any man's game.
I don't like it.
Bro, they're going to win. In my opinion, they're going to win it. Based on what Mike just said, they might win 11 games.
Okay, but you got 2 represented out the.
You got to win 11 games. That schedule wasn't that schedule wasn't OC, bro.
You think the Broncos are going to win 11 games?
Bro, we just said they're going to beat the Jets.
You think the Broncos are going to win 11 games?
That's a bold statement.
That's a tall tale. I got
this year, maybe.
Look, I don't know, man. I just think that it's possible. That's all I'm saying.
No, I think like shit. They're gonna beat the Bears. That's 1. I got them beating the Jets. That's 2.
I got them
beating the Packers.
7 and 11.
3.
That's
3. I mean, 6 and 11. I mean
6 and 11. I had 8 and 9. So yeah, somewhere in there.
Browns 5. I got them beating Texans at 6. They might beat the Chargers. They're on a roll. That's 7. The Lions. That's a toss up. That would be 8.
Right.
Then you got the Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders. If they won all of those, they win 11 games. So I would have them losing to the Bills, the Dolphins, the Chiefs twice.
Well, ultimately,
I
got them
losing to the Bills for the rest of the season. The only teams I got them losing to the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Chiefs twice. That's 4 games to go with this. To 2 they already lost. That's 6 losses. The rest of them are wins. You heard it here.
Okay. On to another team. On to another team, real quick. I want to talk about the
smoking.
about 2 teams. One that's a surprise, and then one that I don't know quite what to make of this team. The Buccaneers being 2-0. I think it's a more legit 2-0 than people give it credit for, despite who they played. The Bucs might be a lot better as a football team than we thought.
I think they're more complete now than having just that one QB, aka Tom Brady. Like, I think as a whole and as an organization, they're balanced on both sides.
Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just. I'm not
afraid. So, are you saying you're saying they're a better team with Baker Mayfield over Tom Brady at this stage of their lives or careers?
No, I'm saying so when Tom got on the team, everything was on just Tom and the defense, right? Now
I can't say that. I don't want to cut you off, but they had Mike Evans, they had Chris Godwin, they had Leonard Fournette, AB. Like when Tom first got there, they won the Super Bowl. That's a tall tale.
But I'm saying
they put an offensive line around them.
Everything was because Tom was on there. Now you got Baker, who is of course is Tom, but as a whole team, I think they're balanced on both sides of the ball.
Well, before you go any further, let me be very clear about something. He ain't Tim Brady. He ain't.
We know that
any Brady, the Brady Brunch. So I just want to let it be clear. We know he ain't.
We know this.
But
I think he fits the schematics and what they're running.
I'll tell you. I'll give you this, and this may I'm gonna give more. What's their head coach's name? Not Anthony Lynn.
Todd.
Todd
Todd Bowles.
Todd
Todd
Bowles.
Bowles. Yeah, Todd Bowles.
I think for Todd Bowles, this is the perfect situation because
No
you don't
pressure.
have the pressure of of coaching Tom Brady. So the other side is this is the perfect situation for Baker because you don't have the pressure of living up to Tom Brady's expectations. So you can just go out there and play football.
And I feel like he looks good, bro. I mean, through 2 games, 490 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Jesus.
Average QBR of 104.4.
This looks like
I
what
think
they
the real
advertised number 1 pick Baker Mayfield as.
Yeah, I don't really think it's Baker Mayfield. I think it's just they let Mike Evans loose. And y'all must have forgot because remember with Brady, he had to be a little bit more, contained. A little
Well,
bit
they had
more.
wide receivers.
Yeah, but they didn't have the chemistry. They didn't have the chemistry like that he had with Jameis and other people. But now that he's cutting loose, you gonna know who Mike Evans is. Y'all gonna remember.
Well,
who
Mike Evans is a more down the field kind of wide out, and the last time that Brady had the real threat was Randy Moss.
Hot take: Mike Evans for MVP this year.
Okay, all right. Christian,
all right.
Where's me, bro?
Put the white powder down, bro.
Mike Evans, I'm all-time first ballot.
There's never. Well, there is one receiver I think that could win.
He might start stretching his head.
You talking about the same NFL that we just recently had? Julio, AB, T.O., Randy Moss, and none of them won MVP. And you think Mike Evans?
All of them are first ballot.
No, but you think Mike Evans is walking away with an MVP?
No, I didn't say MVP. I'm talking about top 10 all time.
No. I'm not.
Didn't just Jefferson?
No. All right. Let me get to next week's games because we just out
here. Hey, look,
it
might change over the next 15 years. Jay Jettis trying to jump in that joint.
No. That top 10 is definitely changed, and it's because of the wide receiver era we're in now.
Passing error.
That's not
or the passing error. No, not at all. Because there still was a guy in a non-passing era that had 22,000 yards. So, it is what it is. You just him. I want to talk real quick.
Was that man
about the Baltimore Ravens? I don't know what to make of the Baltimore Ravens as a team yet. I know that Lamar looks really good, and as a squad, they look really good, but
OBJ's hurt.
Nah, it's not the OBJ thing. It's just,
I'm just saying, like,
something about them, not in a bad way at all, but something about them is just really quiet. And I feel like this is the year everybody should look out for Baltimore to potentially win the AFC. They seem the most. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me.
It seemed like they could do it without OBJ, even though I hope they don't have to. But you get an older guy like that with a lot of knee problems, all the knee problems he's had.
Mm-hmm.
He might not make it through all 17. You're just hoping that he's healthy enough to, make it through the 3 games or 4 games that you need him to,
right,
in the playoffs. So, but Zay Flowers looking. I like how the offense is moving with Baltimore.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow.
John Harbaugh, his ankle injury is minor and won't hurt his chance of playing moving forward. So they say he's going to play this weekend.
Oh, there you go.
They're not playing the Thursday game, right?
Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Well, I was going to say we're going to get to the games in a second, but no, they're not. It's Giants and 49ers. They're playing. They're playing the Colts at 1:00.
Thursday game is Giants and 49ers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're
Giants and 49ers.
Giants and 49ers.
Hey, dog, John Mara must have some. He must have pissed somebody off in the scheduling booth because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and look, Nelson brings up a really great point.
To get dog walked.
The Ravens really invested in their wide receiver core and invested in their offensive line, obviously to protect Lamar more, and it's paying off for it so far. I mean, they've beaten the Bengals, which you still don't know what the Bengals are, and then they beat Houston. But there's just something really they don't have flair. that I'm used to seeing from them, but it just could be early in the season. But at the same time, we always see consistency as what gets to the Super Bowl, and I'm putting them on early bowl watch. Early bowl watch. Yeah, there wasn't really much.
I got something for y'all. I want to ask y'all some questions that I see. So these are overreactions from week 2. And y'all tell me if they're overreactions or are they reality, all right?
All right.
So the first one, the Jets need to move on from Zach Wilson in order to have a realistic shot at the playoffs.
Yes.
Move on to what?
Move on.
Who are you gonna get?
Different quarterback, whatever it is, just move on from Zach Wilson.
I mean, yeah, anybody's better than Zach Wilson.
Well, what's available?
Did you see Greeny's rant about Zach Wilson on Get Up?
No, we didn't. We don't care.
I did, but
hey, but let's move through these real quick. Overreaction or not?
Overreaction.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Next one. The NFC East is the best division in the NFL again.
The NFC East
is the best division in the NFL again.
Yeah. Yes.
Overreaction or reality?
Reality.
It might be.
I feel like that's reality. I ain't gonna lie. Right
I was gonna say something, but then I thought about the Commanders are surprisingly 2-0. So
yeah, why not? Fuck it. They got 2-2 and a 3-2-0 team. Shit.
Brandon Staley won't last this full season.
He won't. They might fire him halfway through.
It's over though.
They might not even let him get back on the plane to LA.
Reality.
I don't know.
Hey, no, they're already looking for a crip or blood to come take his spot.
All right. What give me another
season? I don't think he'll go past the season though.
What is it? Black Monday is the day all them coaches get fired.
Yeah, it's the day after the season.
I'll tell you where he will
be. Bijan Robinson is already a top 5 running back in the league.
No.
Okay, he's had a top 5 2 weeks, but let's slow. Well,
no, that's what I'm saying. Are these are overreactions to reality right now?
Overreactions.
See a top 5?
Nope.
Okay. Baker Mayfield has the Buccaneers as the best team in the NFC South.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
They look like the best team in the South.
Yeah.
Between
them and Atlanta, but they look good.
Between them and Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, boy, that Saints defense is serious.
It is.
So
it is. Yeah.
All right, and the last one. This is really on the Dallas Cowboys are the best team in the league right now.
Yes,
I saw that.
Overreaction.
Oh, you saw that one?
Overreaction.
It's not an overreaction.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be the last one you said.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They're clearly the best team in the league right now.
They clearly have the best defense in the league.
I think the best.
It's not an overreaction.
I think best team in the league is the Dolphins.
Arguable. I mean, I'm
not gonna argue.
Dallas is playing on defense. On top of that, their offense isn't turning the ball over a lot. You know what I'm saying? They're scoring points like at all. It's 70-10 right now. This is
yeah. I mean, that's domination.
I mean, they did play two fraud.
They played 2 NFL teams. They played 2 NFL teams.
You should not
still 70-10.
Lose any game 40-0 and then lose 30-10, bro. That should not happen.
Yeah, no.
There's only 32 teams.
We got a question real quick. Jacksonville, best receiver package in the AFC?
No.
In the AFC?
Name,
Miami's better.
If you say no, name
Miami.
No, Miami.
Yes, Miami's definitely
Miami.
Yeah, Miami's definitely better.
Miami. Yeah. Oof. All right. You got any more overreactions, Nart?
No, that was the last one.
Okay, word. Well, let's get into week 3's.
We talking about what you call it though. The Tampa being a surprise 2-0. I think Atlanta is a surprising 2-0 as well.
That's a fact. That is a fact. This is the first time that 7 teams in the NFL. To add on to your point, Mike, 7 teams in one division or in one conference have started 2-0
Yeah,
in the NFL.
yeah. And I was just looking at something about the Chiefs. Their next 6 games have a combined record of 1-11.
All right. Well,
They play the Bears,
mean-
Jets, Vikings, Broncos, Chargers, Broncos.
look, if they're going to get on a roll and let Travis Kelce get healthy and kind of figure out their where they are post Eric Bieniemy, that's the run you do it. So I got no problem with that kind of schedule because you can tweak things here and there. Who took over for OC for the Chiefs? Anybody know?
I have no idea, bro.
It was somebody.
Andy Reid.
Right.
She won't.
It's just a nigga holding
They-
Matt Nagy. That's right. Matt Nagy is their OC now. You're right.
That's
Matt Nagy.
ugly.
It's not bad because Matt Nagy was a good OC. At
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Hell, he won Aaron Rodgers 2 MVPs during his tenure.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers was always that man. So
No, he was, but come on, man. Like he did that with.
Was he?
Either way, don't do that. Don't do that.
Was he?
you're not.
Don't do that. Yeah, let's get into week 3 real quick. There wasn't really much to say other than my only note that I had outside of what we talked about is the NFL has to do better and look up the option of flex scheduling or schedule flexing because some of these primetime games are not primetime games. That was a bad Sunday night football game 2 weeks in a row and bad Monday night games 2 weeks in a row.
The Sunday night game wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was.
But I think,
Not
it's
for-
a little, I think it's a little easier to flex schedule later in the season when you know who's who. Early on, just because someone has one bad game week 1, you still don't know if this team's going to have a bad game week 2. So I feel like now if we're still seeing this by week 4 and 5, then it'll be a problem. But
That's
we
a fair
have,
point.
bro, let's not we haven't seen, you know what I'm saying, week 12 terrible Monday night games. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact, especially in
And
the
it's a
middle of the
divisional
season.
game too. So
Yeah, for me, on Sunday, they could have given us 49ers and Rams on Sunday night, and I would have been.
that would have been all.
And look, I could be nitpicking. I could be because on paper, Dolphins and Pats should have been decent, but it is a lot different, you know.
I mean, it kind of did heat up in the fourth quarter, but yeah, it was mid throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, just give us better. Now this week we do got some good primetime games, so let's kind of get into it real quick, and then we'll
quick
we'll head
question
out.
before we get into that. Do y'all think Matt Strange? Do y'all think he hit the he got the first down? Because I was surprised that they overturned that call.
I got to see the play again because I didn't
It's
really
the
pay
last
attention.
play.
What game was it?
I thought he hit it. The Sunday night game, Miami and New England,
Oh, yeah.
where he flips it to him.
I got to see it again. Yeah. Let me see real quick. Mike, you want to write down pick'ems?
So we are doing pick'ems?
Yeah, we're picking. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna announce it next week. We're gonna do pick'ems since everybody here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. Cool.
Let's go ahead. I'm typing in right now, then I'll write it later.
Okay, cool. That'll work. All right. Let's start it out. Then this is week 3 of 18.
Oh, I'm trying to get Christian back on so I can do pick'ems.
Real quick. Let's see.
Well, fuck it. We ain't waiting. Let's go.
All right.
All right, cool.
So week 3 pick'ems.
Let's start out. Yes, sir. Starting out Thursday night game. We got Giants at 49ers. Does anybody have the Giants?
No.
Not at all. All right. Falcons at Lions.
Give me the Lions. Lions are still a tough team. They're just coming off a loss in overtime. You know how they're about to go. Now, the thing is, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he is out for the rest of the season.
It's going to be missing.
With a torn pec. So, but I still got the Lions. Even the Lions are the close one.
Yeah. I agree with you.
No.
I'm going Lions as well.
Hold on, fellas. This would be a lot easier if I was writing this shit down.
That's fine. If not, I was say I can write it if need be. That's fine. I can write it.
Oh,
That's
nigga,
cool.
if you got it, if you can write it right now, bro, go ahead, bro. Because I'm.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm not.
Let's go. Chargers at Vikings. Oh no, my fault. Dale and Mike. Who were you picking? Falcons or Lions?
Real quick.
Detroit. Let me get Detroit.
Yeah, I'm going Detroit.
Okay. Vikings. Chargers at Vikings.
Chargers. Because they gotta eventually win one.
Yeah.
They looking real fugazi right now.
I like the Vikings. I like Janice.
Hey, Nard, you know what the Chargers looking right now? That
What?
Synergy shirt.
You said what?
That Synergy shirt.
Hey, Odell, you're retarded.
Oh man. Saints at Packers.
Hold
It's
on,
gonna be a
G.
decent
Hold on,
game.
E.
You got it? Okay.
Hey, hold on. If you don't mind, bro, go ahead.
Yeah,
Start from the top. Everybody got the 49ers, right?
everybody got 49ers.
Yes, sir.
Falcons at
was
Lions.
next?
Falcons
All right,
at
who you
Lions.
got, Earl?
I got the Lions.
Nard,
Lions.
Dale.
Detroit.
All right. And what was the third game?
Chargers at Vikings. That was the one we was on now.
Okay. So I got the Vikings.
I got Vikings.
Who you got?
Yeah, I got Vikings.
I got the Chargers. I got the Chargers.
I got you.
Stepping on our face.
Let's go.
Yep. Saints at Packers. It's gonna be a really good game.
Give me the Saints.
All right, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Give me
the NO.
Give me the Saints because I don't think what's his name is back yet.
It doesn't matter who's back.
Green Bay. Yeah, it really don't. Everybody got the Saints?
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Everybody
right.
got the Saints.
All right, Texans at Jaguars. Is anybody picking the Texans?
Hell no.
No.
That's
All
whoop
right.
their ass. Like the older money.
The whole Daytona gonna be in at the game though.
For sure. You know that. You know they are. Shout out Tank Dale.
And that boy got his first career touchdown this weekend.
So
Surely did. Broncos at Dolphins. Is anybody picking the Broncos?
yes.
Hell no.
Oh. It's the home opener for the Dolphins. You got Broncos winning? Okay.
Yes.
Earl, call your sister-in-law. Nard smoking crack now. Somebody to stuff something in that. Put it down, Nard.
You're on the dirties. Yeah, give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins, man. Titans at Browns.
I got the Browns. Actually,
Yeah, I like the Browns.
I'm gonna stick with the Browns.
Yeah, I like the Browns.
I will never put my faith in Tannehill.
What?
Yeah.
I will never put my faith in Tannehill.
Oh, okay.
Give me the Browns.
Yeah. You got Earl?
Give me the Browns as well. Bills at Commanders. Okay.
Commanders gonna take that L this week.
It was bound to happen.
Give me the Commanders.
Yeah. Give me the Commanders. Give me the Commanders.
Oh, this nigga is high.
No, I don't know. Well, no, I don't know that.
Listen, I know you
the
can't
Commanders
depend
got
on Josh Allen. I understand you can't depend on Josh Allen because he just like Brett Favre. He will throw that thing to the opposing side. But
pause.
Wow.
Let's keep going. We're gonna go ahead. We're going just for a minute. We're gonna go ahead and mute you, just for a minute. We're gonna go ahead and mute. Just for a minute.
Wow.
I deserve the mic muted.
Just for
mind.
a minute, right?
The butcher's coming.
But yeah, give me the
Buffalo.
Commanders.
Wow.
No, do you hear
That's
the bullshit these guys is on, man?
Mike, we've kept our jerseys clean. These fools over here, though.
We need to get these boys some Tide and some OxyClean. Whoa.
Oh man. Bills or Commanders. Is anybody else picking the Commanders?
I know we have the Commanders. Y'all have the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Colts at Ravens. Anybody picking the Colts?
No.
Ravens 3-0 for me. 3-0.
What's color may not even play?
Anthony Richardson, yeah, he's hurt.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson.
I mean, it don't matter, but okay.
It doesn't. This game is in Baltimore?
Yeah, it's in Baltimore.
Hey, you can get some $15 tickets, my boy.
Hold on, about to get on.
We'll talk.
Let me see here. The Jets are hosting the Patriots. So Pat's at Jets.
Pat's at Jets.
The Pats haven't been looking too bad, to be honest, bro.
Yeah.
I like the Patriots.
I like
the Patriots in this one too.
defense.
They're not starting 0-3.
I'm going Pats.
Yeah, they're not starting.
Belichick
They both
always
are
finds a
0-3.
way to
They
destroy
both
a
0-2
rookie quarterback or a young quarterback.
Yeah. Mac Jones needs this to keep his confidence up, anyways.
Yeah. Give me New England.
All right, that rounds out our 1 o'clock games. Let's get to the 4 o'clock games. Starting out, Panthers at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Give me Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Nardo,
Yeah,
Seahawks. Panther, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Okay. Did you give your pick for the Jets and Pats? I'm sorry.
He said Pats.
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me see.
I feel you, DJ Larry. If y'all
Larry,
if y'all play phenomenally.
Yeah.
Larry, play another record, brother.
If y'all give Dalvin Cook the ball and let him actually go off, then it's a difference.
Mess. Y'all trying.
This next one is a no-brainer. Bears at Chiefs. Come on.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Hold on, let's hear one of the contrarians jump in real quick.
Oh no, not at all.
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
This next one is a no-brainer as well. Cowboys
If
at
the Chiefs
Cardinals.
don't win by 14, it is a loss.
If the Cowboys don't win by 40, it's a loss.
Cowboys at Cardinals.
If Josh Dobbs doesn't get sacked at least 5 to 6 times, restaurant.
That's true.
Yeah, Cowboys at Cardinals. That should be a win. Steelers at Raiders for Sunday Night Football. Steelers. That is ugly. But give me the Steelers.
This is Monday night.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Sunday night.
Oh,
Sunday night.
Okay.
There's two Monday night games.
That ain't my squad, player. Don't do that. I don't claim them.
Now, are you picking the Raiders though?
I didn't claim them when they won. I'm not gonna claim them they lost. I ain't fooling with them.
Okay.
I just 2 defensive touchdowns. Their offense completely sucks in Pittsburgh.
Bro, I got a new video on my phone or meme that I want to use, bro. I can't wait till I use it because I just would have used it for you, Dale. To be honest, bro.
Oh man, Mike, who you got? Raiders or Steelers?
I one with Pitt, bro.
Okay. All right. Now we finally got some good primetime games. Took them 3 weeks, but we here. First game, Eagles at Bucks.
Ooh. Wait, who the Raiders quarterback? Because y'all fucking suck.
Porno Jimmy.
Garoppolo.
I'm gonna stick with Pitt for now. I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm only going with Pitt because of the defense. The defense is biting crazy. But
yeah.
Other than that.
Yeah, with Trent Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's the Monday
night? First game on Monday night, Eagles and Bucks.
Oh, we got 2?
Yeah, it's 2 again this week. Yeah.
Oh,
And this is
shit.
a week that I'm kind of mad because I'm really going to have to flip between Eagles at Bucks.
Give
Do
me
anybody
Tampa,
have
bro.
the Bucks? Okay.
I do.
Okay,
Because
listen.
the last two games that the Eagles played
Have not looked good.
Listen,
Hey Nelson, what did the test say last week?
Cubic zirconia with an A.
Hey, listen, it may have, but look
With
at
an
they
A.
were playing with two sorry ass
That shit
teams,
early,
man.
bro. You said what?
Oh
Yeah,
man.
he was not about to let
Alright,
that
so who
shit
y'all
go,
got?
bro. He was not about to say no.
I'm gonna
Rolling
go
Mark.
with
You said what, bro?
Who y'all got? Philly or Tampa?
Philly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Philly.
All right, let's get the last one out the way, man.
Rams and Bengals.
Super Bowl matchup. Y'all know how it's going now.
I can't see the Bengals starting 0-3.
Burrow's not even
That's
playing.
crazy.
I
Burrow
don't
might
even
not
know
play.
if Burrow gonna play.
Hey,
Rams.
give me Nakua.
Puka Nakua.
Hey, he been balling.
Hey, y'all didn't like that though.
Yeah,
He is.
Like that.
He is.
He been balling.
What game we gonna do?
And
Eagles.
your man from Florida State, Tutu Atwell, been coming through.
Tutu ain't go to Florida State, man.
He did.
Louisville.
That's where he went. I knew it was a red school.
Mixon Hive. All right.
All right, so I'm going Rams.
He be turning green when you turn.
Hey, Nelson, wow,
All right,
bro.
who y'all got?
TV. I'm going Rams. It's shocking me. The Bengals are gonna start 0-3. Ugh.
That's a shock. They've
Yes.
only been here for a couple of years. They perennially suck.
Yeah,
That's
but where
true.
they are now, they're good.
I know. I'm just wondering.
Although I do want to see, man, what y'all gonna do about Cam
LA,
Akers?
Nick.
Oh, we're trying to trade him. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the situation. Obviously, he's not having the role that he wants, you know what I'm saying, in the offense. And whether that's, I don't know if it's because of what he's producing in practice or I don't know, you know what I'm saying. But obviously, was discord there last year. We tried to move on from him, but at that time, we couldn't get a deal for him. So it made the most sense since we're paying him and he still had talent. He was the most talented back on our roster to still play. And it looks like we have those same issues that we had towards the end of last season, and we'll try to move on from him again. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, shoot. Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me see where we at for the.
Why this nigga hosting the chat and he gonna go ghost? What the fuck?
Hey, Dale, man.
Hey, no, we good. I don't know what the hell happened there, but yeah, I was gonna say,
LET?
No. You know that trackpad is so damn sensitive. But either way, what
This nigga
what game do y'all
recording off his whole phone talking about track?
All right. And there go
So
your exactly. Look at you, God don't like ugly, boy. Now look, what game do y'all want to pick for the point spread?
Let's go Rams Bengals, bro.
Rams Bengals. All right, cool. Right, we'll do that. I was gonna say the harder point. Well, Eagles Bucks too could be a decent one, but we'll go Rams Bengals. All right, so where you at, Nard?
$50.
Okay. 50. All right, Dale, what about you?
58.
58. Okay. I'm gonna go 50. 50. No, give me 49. 49. Mike, we doing a point spread between Rams and Bengals.
I'm gonna go 41.
Okay. All right, cool. So Nar said 50, Dale said 58. I said 49. You said 41. All right, word. Well, we want to appreciate all of y'all for tuning in on our YouTube. You can catch us each and every week. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Seriously, I got to thank the team, Nardo, Dale, Mike, Christian, Jeff. You with us? We appreciate y'all, man. Until next week, we out.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, y'all boys.